Ladies and gentlemen, the topic is this. Only you have the power to save yourself. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Jim, that sounds a bit harsh. What about all the people who help us along the way? And you're right, we all need help sometimes. But here's the kicker. No amount of help from others will make a difference if you're not willing to help yourself first. You see, life is like a great big marketplace. It's filled with opportunities, challenges, and choices. And in this marketplace, you are both the customer and the product. You're the one making the choices, and you're also the one being shaped by those choices. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, I met a young man who was struggling in life. He had a decent job, but he was always complaining about how he couldn't get ahead. He'd say things like, "If only my boss would give me a raise," or "if only I had better opportunities." Sound familiar? Sat him down and asked him a simple question. What are you doing to make yourself more valuable? He looked at me blankly, but it never occurred to him that his success wasn't dependent on his boss or his circumstances, but on himself. That's the first key to saving yourself. Understanding that your value in the marketplace of life is determined by you. Not your boss, not your parents, not your friends. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Jim, I'm trying my best. I work hard every day, and that's great. Hard work is essential. But let me ask you this. Are you working hard on the right things? You see, it's not just about working hard. It's about working smart. It's about continually improving yourself, learning new skills, gaining new knowledge. Because here's the truth. The marketplace doesn't pay you for the hour. It pays you for the value you bring to the hour. Think about that for a moment. The marketplace doesn't pay you for the hour. It pays you for the value you bring to the hour. That's a game changer, folks. So how do you increase your value? Well, it starts with personal development. And I'm not just talking about reading a self-help book once in a while. I'm talking about making personal development a daily habit. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, seek out mentors, challenge yourself to learn something new every single day. Because here's the thing, the person you become is far more important than the things you get. Let me repeat that, because it's so important. The person you become is far more important than the things you get. You see, when you focus on becoming a better version of yourself, the things you want, success, wealth, happiness, they naturally follow. It's like a law of nature. You don't have to chase success. You just have to focus on becoming the kind of person who attracts success. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Jim, that sounds great, but I don't have time for all that personal development stuff. I'm too busy just trying to make ends meet. I get it. Life can be tough. But here's the thing. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's not about having time. It's about making time. You know, I often ask people, how many hours do you watch TV each week? The answers I get are usually somewhere between 10 to 20 hours. Now imagine if you took just half of that time and invested it in yourself, in learning new skills, in reading books, in improving your mind and your abilities. Think about how different your life could be in just 1 year. You see, saving yourself isn't about making drastic changes overnight. It's about making small, consistent improvements every single day. It's about choosing growth over comfort, learning over entertainment, discipline over indulgence. And here's the beautiful thing. These choices compound over time. Just like interest in a bank account, the benefits of personal development compound. The person you become by consistently choosing growth becomes exponentially more valuable over time. But here's the catch. You have to start now. You can't wait for the perfect moment because the perfect moment never comes. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So I want you to ask yourself right now, what's one thing you can do today to invest in yourself? What's one small step you can take towards becoming the person you want to be? Maybe it's reading 10 pages of a good book. Maybe it's learning a new word. Maybe it's having a meaningful conversation with someone you admire. Whatever it is, commit to it right now. Because here's the truth. Every decision you make is shaping your future self. Every choice, no matter how small, is either moving you towards the person you want to become or away from it. And that brings me to another crucial point, taking responsibility for your life. You see, saving yourself isn't just about improving yourself. It's about owning your life, both the good and the bad. It's easy to blame others for our problems. It's easy to point fingers at our circumstances, our upbringing, our luck. But here's the thing. As long as you're blaming others, you're giving away your power. When you say, it's not my fault, what you're really saying is, I'm not in control. And if you're not in control, how can you possibly save yourself? So I challenge you to take full responsibility for your life, for your successes and your failures, for your happiness and your sadness, for your present and your future. Because when you take responsibility, something magical happens. You reclaim your power. You put yourself back in the driver's seat of your life. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. Taking responsibility means facing some hard truths. It means admitting when we've made mistakes. It means looking at our flaws and weaknesses square in the face. But here's the good news. Once you take responsibility, you gain the ability to respond. You move from being a victim of circumstances to being the author of your life story. And let me tell you, there's no greater feeling than knowing you're in control of your destiny, that you have the power to shape your life, to overcome obstacles, to achieve your dreams. But it all starts with you. It all starts with the decision to take responsibility and to invest in yourself. Now, and I want to talk about another crucial aspect of saving yourself, your mindset. You see, your mindset is like the operating system of your life. It determines how you interpret events, how you respond to challenges, and ultimately, what you believe is possible for yourself. And here's the thing. Your mindset is entirely within your control. You can choose to have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. You can choose to see problems as opportunities or as roadblocks. You can choose to believe in your ability to learn and grow, or you can choose to believe that your abilities are set in stone. Let me tell you a story. There were two shoe salesmen who were sent to Africa to assess the market potential. The first salesman called back and said, "Situation hopeless. No one wears shoes." The second salesman called back and said, "Glorious opportunity. They have no shoes." Same situation. Two completely different perspectives. And you know what? Their perspectives determine their results. The first salesman saw no potential and achieved nothing. The second saw opportunity and likely went on to build a thriving business. That's the power of mindset. It can turn obstacles into opportunities, failures into lessons, and setbacks into comebacks. So, I want you to pay attention to your self-talk. What kind of story are you telling yourself about your life? Are you the hero of your story or the victim? Are you the captain of your ship or just a passenger? Remember, the words you say to yourself matter. They shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions shape your life. So choose your words carefully. Instead of saying, "I can't," say, "How can I?" Instead of saying, "That's impossible," say, "That's interesting. How can I make it happen?" These small shifts in language can lead to massive shifts in your mindset and ultimately in your life. Now, let's talk about gold bowls, because saving yourself isn't just about personal development and mindset. It's also about having a clear direction for your life. You see, without goals, you're like a ship without a destination. You might be moving, but you're not really going anywhere specific. And that's a recipe for frustration and unfulfillment. So I want you to think about what you really want in life, not what your parents want for you, not what society expects of you, but what you truly desire. What kind of person do you want to become? What kind of impact do you want to make? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? These are big questions, I know, but they're questions worth asking, because when you have clear, compelling goals, something amazing happens. Your life gains purpose and direction. You wake up each morning with a sense of mission, with a reason to push through the tough times. Now here's the key to setting effective goals. They need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. We call these SMART goals. For example, instead of saying, I want to be rich, say, I want to increase my income by 20 in the next 12 months by developing a new skill and taking on additional responsibilities at work. See the difference? The second goal gives you a clear target and a roadmap to get there. But here's the thing about goals. They're not just about the end result. They're about who you become in the process of achieving them. You see, when you set a big goal and commit to it, you're forced to grow. You're forced to develop new skills, to overcome obstacles, to become a better version of yourself. And that growth, that personal development, is the real prize. Because even if you don't quite reach your goal, you'll still be miles ahead of where you started. Now, I want to address something that I know many of you are thinking. Jim, this all sounds great, but what about failure? What if I try to save myself and I fail? Well, let me tell you something about failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every successful person I've ever met has failed numerous times. The difference is they didn't let failure stop them. They used it as a learning experience, as a stepping stone to success. You see, failure is just feedback. It's information. It's telling you what doesn't work so you can figure out what does work. Thomas Edison, when he was trying to invent the light bulb, failed thousands of times. When asked about it, he said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's the mindset you need to adopt. Every failure, every setback is just another step on the path to success. So don't be afraid of failure. Be afraid of not trying. Be afraid of staying in your comfort zone. Be afraid of letting your fears and doubts hold you back from becoming the person you're capable of being. Because here's the truth. The biggest risk in life is not taking any risks at all. Playing it safe might seem comfortable in the short term, but in the long run, it's a sure path to regret and unfulfillment. Now let's talk about habits. Because saving yourself isn't just about big goals and grand visions. It's about the small things you do every single day. You see, your life today is essentially the sum of your habits. How you spend your time each day, the thoughts you regularly think, the actions you consistently take, these are the things that shape your life. And the beautiful thing about habits is that they work both ways. Bad habits can lead you down a path of destruction, but good habits can elevate you to heights you never thought possible. So I want you to take a good hard look at your habits. Are they serving you or sabotaging you? Are they moving you towards your goals or away from them? Remember, we first make our habits, and then our habits make us. So choose your habits wisely. Start small. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier to read or meditate. Maybe it's replacing one unhealthy snack with a piece of fruit. Maybe it's making one sales call every day. These might seem like small changes, but remember, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And failure is simply a few errors in judgment repeated every day. It's the small things, done consistently over time, that make the big difference. Now, I want to touch on something that's crucial for saving yourself. Your associations. You've probably heard the saying, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's true. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your thoughts, your beliefs, your ambitions, and ultimately, your actions. So take a look at your circle of influence. Are the people around you lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they encouraging your growth or enabling your stagnation? This isn't about judging others. It's about being intentional about who you allow to influence you. Because make no mistake, you are being influenced whether you realize it or not. Seek out people who inspire you, who challenge you to be better. Find mentors who've achieved what you want to achieve. Join masterminds or groups of like-minded individuals who are on a similar journey of growth and self-improvement. And here's a powerful tip. If you can't find the right people in your immediate environment, turn to books. The greatest minds in history, the most successful people in the world, their wisdom is available to you through books. By reading, you can literally choose your teachers, your mentors, your influences. You can stand on the shoulders of giants and see further than you ever could on your own. Now, let's talk about something that's often overlooked when it comes to personal development, your physical health. You see, saving yourself isn't just about your mind. It's about your body too. Your physical health has a profound impact on your energy levels, your mood, your cognitive function, and ultimately, your ability to perform at your best. Think about it. How effective can you really be if you're constantly tired, if you're battling health issues, if you lack the energy to pursue your goals with vigor? That's why taking care of your physical health is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's an investment in your most valuable asset, yourself. So make time for exercise. Eat nutritious foods. Get enough sleep. These might seem like basic things, but you'd be surprised how many people neglect them in the pursuit of success. Remember, your body is the vehicle through which you experience life. Take care of it and it will take care of you. Now, I want to address something that I know many of you struggle with, procrastination. You see, procrastination is one of the biggest obstacles to saving yourself. It's easy to say, I'll start tomorrow. It's easy to put off the important, but challenging tasks in favor of what's easy and comfortable. But here's the thing. Every time you choose the easy way, you're choosing to stay the same. You're choosing not to grow, not to improve, not to become the person you're capable of being. So how do you overcome procrastination? Well, it starts with understanding that motivation often follows action, not the other way around. You don't have to feel motivated to start. You just have to start. And often, once you start, the motivation will come. It's like pushing a car. It's hardest to get it moving from a standstill. But once it's moving, it becomes much easier to keep it going. So, don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Remember, the pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. Now, let's talk about something that's crucial for saving yourself, your attitude towards learning. You see, in today's rapidly changing world, the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn is perhaps the most valuable skill you can develop. The knowledge and skills that got you where you are today might not be enough to get you where you want to go tomorrow. The world is changing too fast. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. That's why it's crucial to develop a lifelong learning mindset, to stay curious, to stay hungry for knowledge, to stay open to new ideas and perspectives. And here's the beautiful thing about learning. It's not just about acquiring information, it's about expanding your mind, about seeing the world in new ways, about becoming a more capable, more versatile, more valuable person. So, make learning a priority in your life. Set aside time each day to learn something new. It could be through reading, through online courses, through conversations with interesting people. And remember, learning isn't just about formal education. Some of the most valuable lessons come from experience, from trying new things, from stepping out of your comfort zone. So be willing to experiment, to take calculated risks, to learn by doing. Because in the end, experience is the best teacher. Now, I want to touch on something that's often overlooked when it comes to personal development, the power of gratitude. You see, saving yourself isn't just about striving for more. It's also about appreciating what you already have. Gratitude is like a magic elixir for the soul. It has the power to transform your perspective, to shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right, from what's missing to what's present. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to see the good in your life. And when you see the good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. You see, gratitude isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's a powerful tool for personal transformation. It can boost your mood, improve your relationships, increase your resilience, and even enhance your physical health. So make gratitude a daily practice. Take a few moments each day to reflect on what you're grateful for. It could be big things like your health or your family, or small things like a cup of coffee or a beautiful sunset. And here's a powerful tip. Don't just think about what you're grateful for. Write it down. The act of writing amplifies the effect of gratitude. Now, as we're nearing the end of our time together, I want to circle back to our main theme. Only you have the power to save yourself. You see, throughout this talk, we've covered a lot of ground. We've talked about personal development, taking responsibility, mindset, goal setting, habits, associations, health, overcoming procrastination, lifelong learning, and gratitude. But here's the thing. All of these are just tools, powerful tools. Yes, but tools nonetheless. And like any tool, they're only effective if you use them. You see, knowledge isn't power. Knowledge is only potential power. It's the application of knowledge that gives you power. So, I want to challenge you. Don't let this be just another motivational talk that makes you feel good for a moment but doesn't lead to any real change. Take action. Start today. Start now. Choose one area we've discussed today and commit to making a change. Maybe it's setting a new goal. Maybe it's developing a new habit. Maybe it's changing your self-talk. Whatever it is, commit to it. Because here's the truth. Your life will not change until you change. Your circumstances will not improve until you improve. And remember, change isn't easy. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be challenging. There will be days when you want to give up, when you want to go back to your old ways. But that's okay. That discomfort, that challenge, that's where the growth happens. That's where you become the person you're capable of being. And let me tell you, the reward is worth it. The feeling of becoming a better version of yourself, of overcoming obstacles, of achieving things you once thought were impossible. There's nothing quite like it. So embrace the challenge. Embrace the discomfort. Embrace the journey of growth and self-improvement. Because here's the beautiful thing. As you work on saving yourself, as you work on becoming the best version of yourself, you're not just improving your own life. You're improving the lives of everyone around you. You're becoming a better partner, a better parent, a better friend. You're becoming someone who can contribute more to the world, who can make a bigger impact. And that, my friends, is the ultimate reward of personal development. It's not just about what you get. It's about who you become and what you can give. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Your life is a gift. It's precious, it's unique, and it's filled with potential. Don't waste it. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let complacency rob you of your dreams. Take charge of your life. Invest in yourself. Commit to growth. Embrace challenges. Learn from failures. Celebrate successes. Remember, you are the author of your life story. You have the power to write any story you want. So make it a great one. And always remember, only you have the power to save yourself. It's not your circumstances, not your past, not other people. It's you. You have everything you need within you right now to create an extraordinary life. You just need to believe in yourself. Take action and persist. So go out there and save yourself. Go out there and create the life you dream of. Go out there and become the person you're capable of being. Because when you do that, when you truly commit to saving yourself, you'll discover something amazing. You'll discover that you're not just saving yourself, you're inspiring others to save themselves too. And that, my friends, is how we change the world. One person at a time, starting with ourselves. Thank you for your time today. Now go out there and make your life extraordinary. Remember, the power is in your hands. Use it wisely, use it consistently, and watch as your life transforms before your very eyes. God bless you all, and I wish you all the best on your journey of self-discovery and personal growth.